Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I find balance and harmony in relationship with myself. And today we have the sun moving into Libra. The sun will shift into Libra at 6:31 a.m. Pacific time. And just side note, anytime we have a planetary shift, especially the sun, when it's at 0 degrees, there may be some wonky energy as we find ourselves adjusting to this new energy. So, like I always say, the last sign that we've been in creates a good foundation for the lessons that we are growing and building into. So our foundation lesson is that Virgo lesson, which was listening to the body, honoring ourselves holistically, body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. And the thing is, we cannot find balance and harmony in ourselves or outside of ourselves if we are not finding that balance within ourselves, the body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. So that is our jumping off point for Sun in Libra lessons. So a major lesson of Libra energy is balance, harmony. As somebody who has a lot of Libra energy in her chart, I can tell you a huge lesson for Libra is not just trying to harmonize with things outside the self. It is finding that harmony, that structure, that balance within before trying to harmonize outside. I think we can see that in the world right now. The way the world is right now, and just knowing that we, each of us, are in relationship with the world, it is going to be very challenging to find any kind of balance and harmony where the world is at, being in this state of change. So looking out there to find your stabilization will be very destabilizing. And yet, if we turn within, okay, what do I need to find my balance? What do I need to harmonize within here? Then you're going to be able to manage to stay upright with all of these changing tides in the world right now. So that's a really huge lesson for us for this Libra time. Can you look within for that harmony rather than trying to let energies outside of you stabilize you? And it's not to say that we can't reach for things outside of ourselves. We are in relationship with everything all the time. So there's going to be stabilizing energies coming from the outside and destabilizing energies coming from the outside. But if we keep turning within, wait, what do I need to find harmony? What do I need to find balance? That will really help. And that is a huge lesson for us this Libra season. Libra can be about relationships, so like I just mentioned. So it's not just romantic relationships. It is relating in all kinds. The first 6 signs of the zodiac are really about like your internal process. And when we have Libra come in, it's like, oh wait, now we have to blend. Now we have to work with other parts of the world. So we do want to notice them in our energies, but we can't lose that self-focus. And I think that's where Libra energy can get thrown off track when it focuses too much outside the self. The other thing I think goes hand in hand with this is Libra is ruled by Venus, and a big key energy of Venus is knowing our worth, knowing our value. And so that's a huge Libra lesson as well. Libra loves pleasure and beauty and fine things. Think Venus, think Lakshmi energy. And yet, we need to know what we value, what is important. And again, know the value of ourselves, know the beauty of ourselves, knowing that we are gifts, each of us, here to show up in the world. So that's another important lesson of Libra. I think the other thing is justice. Libra is very, very interested in what is fair. And again, I think this is where that internal balancing, internal relationship process comes up, because a lot of things outside of ourselves can seem unfair, but if we're listening to ourselves, if we're honoring ourselves, we can find our state of balance again, even amongst the ruckus. So this is definitely going to be a very important lesson. We will have a Mercury retrograde going on during this process. So that may be something that can try to shake us up from the outside. But again, keep coming back to this center. Keep coming back to your relationship with yourself. What do you need in relationship with yourself? And then turning outside to the world, you will find your way through. Promise. So, the other astro beyond that, we still have this Venus yod going on, which is significant now that the sun is moving through a Venus-ruled sign. Do you know your value? Do you know your worth? Can you keep bringing it in the world? This is so important as we build new creations for the world and create new structures and new ways of being in this world. And so that's that Jupiter energy feeding in. We do not have to do it the way it always has been. I also feel like this Venus energy, this Venus yod, is again reminding us to hold appreciation and honor for the yin, part of finding that balance, the yin energy within ourselves and the yin energy outside of ourselves. Neptune feeding into this can bring some question. We're going to have that exact inconjunct coming in with Neptune feeding into Venus soon. We may have to face some illusions. We may have to face some energies where we feel like our intuition steered us wrong or guided us astray. It wasn't. It was an important lesson. So do keep that in mind over the next few days. And can you still, even if it doesn't give you the outcome that you want, can you still honor the gift of your intuition? So, honoring that as this yod continues. Moon in Sagittarius, though, oh my gosh. I don't know about you guys, but with the moon shifting into Sagittarius on Monday, oh my goodness, it felt so much better than the last little bit. So Moon in Sagittarius is hopefully bringing us a little optimism to this, higher perspective in things, a little higher wisdom, a little higher knowledge for us. The moon in Sagittarius is making the majority of the connections through the day with a connection to Venus, so feeding into that yod. Again, higher perspective, even if, again, listening to our intuition may feel like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? What is the lesson? What is that higher perspective there? Also, I think the moon in Sagittarius connecting to Venus, it's like, hey, do a little something nice for yourself right now. You could use it. It's a trine. So moon in Sagittarius as the best friend to Venus in Leo is like, be good to you. You earned it. You deserve it. We do have that square to Neptune energy. Squares, there is some resistance. And Sagittarius and Pisces are both wisdom keepers. And so there may be parts of yourself that are seeing a situation in two different ways. I was like, do I have the Two of Swords? No, I do not. Seeing information from two different ways. There is the intellectual way, and then there's that soul spirit esoteric way. Both have their piece in this, and I think it's up to you to find what is that balance for you in honoring both of these pieces. So awareness of that. But I really think we're going to figure out our balance today in this. I have the integration card, beautiful card, and the maturity card, which I was pointing that out with the holistic energy of Virgo, the body, mind, the spirit, soul, and heart card. So I think we're going to find our balance in this energy. Breakthrough, and finding our balance. So today, even though the sun is at 0 degrees and kind of wonky, I think we're gonna find a certain kind of balance, a certain kind of harmony to this energy. And yet, there is work to be done. A song popped into my head from years of drama school. Anyway, not quite done the work. There is work to be done. However, find your peace, find your harmony in the balance for today. We have more yods coming in this week, more lessons coming in this week, but today, for the majority of the day, fall equinox, I think we're feeling some semblance of balance that later in the evening or Wednesday could very well throw off. I don't know if you heard Luce, but she's like, meow. Okay. Anyways, that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.